Hi everyone, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how we can plot a bar chart or line chart for two-way ANOVA. And I wrote this document in Arc Markdown, and it will generate a PDF, and I'll post this PDF down below the video so you can download this all this code to do some practice. So the first step, we're going to read the data. The data is saved in GitHub. So as long as you have internet connection, you can read the data. So this is data. As you can see, that there's two independent variables. One is called city, another is called brand. Both of them are categorical variable, and the dependent variable is sales. So the next step, we're going to test whether the two-way ANOVA, whether the interaction is significant or not. So this is a linear model where RM and sale is the dependent variable, and city is the first independent variable, and the brand is second. So brand is the second independent variable, and we use the data equal df. So df is what we say here as df, and we use the type 3 ANOVA. So you can see that the interaction item city times brand, the p-value is 0.02, which is smaller than 0.05. That means that the interaction effect is significant. So now we can go into do the plot. We're going to plot the bar chart using the ggplot. So let me briefly explain this statement. So you use the library called ggplot2 and use the bar chart ggplot data equal df, the data frame we have set, and AES. So this is we are going to state our variables. So X is the city, which will be on the x-axis, and Y is on the y-axis. So this is our dependent variable, and field is another independent variable, which is brand. And then here we're going to tell the ggplot that we're going to use bar chart. And here's the critical. So we're going to say that the stat. So basically we're going to tell that the ggplot that how we're going to summarize this data. So we're going to say that we're going to use the summarize, and the function we're going to use is the mean. So because we are using this original data, and we're going to use the calculated mean as the function of the city and brand. So we're going to get 4 means. Remember the bar chart always have 4 means, yes, for the two-way ANOVA. Assuming that this is 2 by 2, so we have 4 means. Of course, it could be 2 by 3, they have 6 means. But here we have 2 by 2. We have city 1 versus city 2, brand 1 versus brand 2. So we have 2 by 2 equal 4 means. Okay, so we are going to plot this. So we're going to click the run and run this section. So as you can see that this is the bar chart. Okay, as you can see that you might find that it looks a bit weird because you put one bar on the top another bar, and generally you will plot the two ANOVA bar chart would look like them side by side. So we need to make some change. How we can make that happen? To do that, we can add a statement within this bar chart. We can say that the position equals dodge. So it will put the 2 bar side by side. Let's run it to see whether it happens. Okay, so as you can see that now, the brand 1 and brand 2, they are not on the top of each other, but rather they are side by side. So that's what we want. Okay, so this looks great. And the thing is that sometimes I prefer that it's black and white color. So in order to do that, we can add a scale fill menu. So we're going to use the black and light gray. So you change the colors. This stat is really optional. You can just, you really like these two colors, you can just keep using that. Okay, so we can see that now it's black and gray colors. So it looks more, I like this color better. So it's really personal taste. Okay, another thing I would like to emphasize is that sometimes you will see some tutorial online. They will say that they will use the identity within the stat. So basically identity, it just use the original data. Let me plot this to show how it looks like, and then you will have a better idea what I'm talking about. So we just run the slide line. So this is a plot. So basically, at a first glance, it looks very similar to the one we have here, but the difference is on the Y scale. So here we're roughly 48, 45, something like that, the mean for the brain one in city one. But here you can see this is 100. So basically, what it does is that you use the identity stat here, it will just find the value that has the maximum value and plot it. Let me show you the original data. So this is roughly 100, yes. And this is the original data. So for the brain 1, city 1, the highest number is 100. Now you see what it means on those values on the y-axis. So that's not what we want. So that's what I just want to emphasize, that you need the stats to not be identity. If you really want to use the identity, you need to calculate the mean and then do some calculation beforehand. So what I mean by saying that, we can calculate 4 means. So we are 2 by 2 here. So we have 4 means. Let's calculate a mean and then you can see what I'm talking about. So we have 4 means, yes. And so as you can see here, we're going to see the mean row city 1, brain 1 is 48. Definitely is not 100. So the figure from this statement is incorrect. Okay, so if you have this, but you actually can then, you can actually use the mean to plot and use the identity. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So what you can do is that we'll copy paste here, we keep the identity and everything is the same, but here we're going to data, it's not the original data frame, but rather the data is the means. And it's 60 brain, so they're the same, but the Y variable I call it as Y cell mean, so to distinguish it from the original cell column name. So now you can see that we made some change, so we can run this line of code. Now you can see that, okay, so you can keep it identity, but you will change the data into the data, the mean, the one we newly created. So now you can see that it's a correct number here. Of course, you can change the label here, but it's not really that critical. Okay, another thing I want to briefly explain is that actually sometimes you can also plot the line chart, and we're going to. So we're going to use the mean here, and we just create. So we're going to 60 cell means brand. So everything is basically the same with this one. The difference is that we're going to use the line, the GOM line. So instead of bar chart, we can also create a line chart. So we can run this section. So you can see it's very similar. Let me run it. So you can see now it's a line chart. So I mean, but in generally, when people plot the to ANOVA, we use a bar chart instead of line chart. But I mean, you could do that if you want. Okay, thank you for watching. And you find this video useful, please like this video. Thank you.